1 2 1 2. two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Hello, hello, hello. Right. Let's get some picture up on the screen. Hey everyone. How's it going? It's just me here tonight. If you've done one of my quizzes before, you'd know that there's normally two of us here. Pat is away at the moment, my brother in arms when it comes to this quiz venture that we have. It's called Live Quiz. So we're live at the moment, Witchy. People are messaging. If you could, I've tried to make it as easy as possible. You should be able to have joined the quiz at the moment. I can see, we're to the third page at the moment. We're up to, people are joining. Yeah, we got 23 people have joined so far. 23 entries into the quiz so far. So we just need to get people watching. So we need to get people watching us at the moment, okay? So if you could at all share the live stream. The live stream at the YouTube that we're here. I've put it up on the page, and I put it up on the discussion, and I put it on the event, and I've made it as easy as possible as well. I've made the link LOCKIE.ie, which is my nickname, Lockie.ie. So if you click on that, it'll take you directly straight to the stream. So if anyone's out there, they can just type into the YouTube and say hello. It'd be great to hear from you, just to let me know that you are there and I'm not talking to myself. See, I'm listening now and making sure that the YouTube stream is working, and it is, so I can pause that. If anything goes wrong, you can let me know. Okay, I'm going to say hello to Stephen. Can you see me? So you can stay up together and watching this on YouTube. The best way to watch or do this quiz is to have two devices, one to watch, one to play, or two streams. He says yep. Yeah, brilliant stuff. The best thing you can do is watch us on one device and pay on another. Sorry, I'm also doing 2 or 3 things at a go here. So when you're watching us, the live stream is delayed. I can do nothing about it, unfortunately. The way the internet works these days is that once I speak, it takes around 10 to 15 seconds, depending on your browser or your internet connection, before it gets to you. By that time, the question will be over. So I'm going to be saying this over the next 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll give you about 6. You know what? We're going to stick 15-minute clock up on the screen there, and hopefully then in about 15 minutes time we'll start doing the questions. But between now and then, it's for you to kind of try and get other people to watch the live stream or to play the quiz. There's a lot of prizes as well here tonight. Lots of prizes, lots of them. There was a list sent to me earlier on, and the list was too long to even read in one thing. There was 15 prizes, so we've got 23 entrants. You have more than, you've more than a good chance of winning something. My maths skills went out the window there as I was trying. The best thing for me too as well is if you can. Nobody wants to see Steve. Exactly, that's what Mark Lonergan says. I wasn't asking did I want to see him, I was just saying could he see me. Right. So as I was saying, there will be a delay in the feed, but the questions will pop up on your screen on the phone or the device or the laptop or the separate browser first. Read it there. There'll be a few seconds for you to read it. Then the answers pop up on the screen. They're multiple choice. You'll choose them. Some of them are easy, some of them are hard, and some of them you can do your best Sherlock Holmes impression and kind of eliminate maybe the wrong answer and then choose maybe a 50-50 on the other one. Sometimes they're 50-50, so they might be true or false. And the good thing with this is that because they're multiple choice, you should have a guess, because if you get it right by luck, you still get the points regardless. The faster you answer, the more points you're going to get. There will be a countdown on the screen. The countdown is 10 seconds. I might change that to 15 now, so just to give you a little bit extra time to answer. So 15 seconds when you'll read the question, then the answers will pop up. You'll have 15 seconds when the answers pop up to read the answers and to choose which one you think it is. A little countdown will happen on the screen, and you'll choose your answer, and the faster you answer, the more points you get. So I think every question is worth 100 points. They reduce as the timer goes down as well, so make sure if you are actually having a guess and you haven't a clue altogether, that you answer quick, because if you do get it right by mistake, you get even more points. Do indeed, if you can, talk to me in the old live the live stream. You can do that by the YouTube app. So if you're in YouTube, just inside there, anything you type will pop up right here on the screen with myself. So my name is Cullum. I have no idea how many people are watching us right now. There's 11 of you. So about half of the people who are already in the game are watching the stream at the moment. So my main focus right at this second is to try and get ye to let other people know that this is where to watch it. On YouTube, on live stream. It is also, the link is up on the... from the stream as well there. One sec there. I'm gonna turn off the mic. Apologies about that. Didn't mean to go off. I just wanted to make sure that some people are slowly starting to find us. There was 12, now there's 13. So the people are watching us right now on live. There is people out there that haven't been able to find the live stream. It's on the Facebook page. It's no point in me telling you here because you already are here watching me. If ye can let others know to go to either the Shola Cutta Facebook page. I've put it in the discussion, I've put it as a main page, and I've put it on the event, the link to go to both the quiz and to go to both the answering section. So you'll use two devices, the one that you're using to watch, probably this one, and maybe then a phone to answer. If you're playing as a group in the same household and there's 3 or 4 of you there, it's probably easier just to have one answering device between all of you rather than you playing against each other. That being said, if you're competitive and you want to break up into smaller teams or just go against a housemate or a family member, you can do that too and take each other on that way. There's no limit to the amount of people that can enter the quiz, so feel free to do that way if you want to do it as well. So I did mention that there is a delay in the stream. Don't wait for me to answer the questions first in the stream. As soon as they're asked, as soon as the question is ready to be asked, it'll pop up on your device first. Don't wait for the live stream. And there's unfortunate delay that is... I'm only here to kind of, I suppose, what would be the word? To compare the whole event. The questions will pop up. There is 60 questions in total. 15 in each round, so we'll do 4 rounds, and in between each round I'll give you enough time to go off and get a drink or go to the toilet or have a chat or a smoke, whatever you do want to spend your spare time in between rounds with, we can do that. Fastest you answer, the more points you'll get. They're all multiple choice, they're all relatively okay. There's a bit of pop culture, there's a bit of 2020 in there, there's some television and movies and a few music albums. Nothing too difficult and nothing that you mightn't be able to just have a random guess off. So we're up to 15 people now. So again, anyone who's here right now watching, if you can let others know that if they go to the Shola Cutta page, there should be enough links there between the event, the main page itself and the discussion part, or community as I think it's called now, that you can follow it there. The link I've made as easy as possible as well for the stream is locky.ie. If you're watching us here and you haven't already signed up to the quiz answering service part that we use, you go to play.livequiz.ie/charity. So play.livequiz.ie/charity. That'll take you straight to a page where you'll enter your name and your team or whatever it is you want to call yourself and your email so we can track you down to get you a prize. No, I've been given a long list of prizes there, guys. A long list of prizes. Shoulacutta, of course, helping the homeless in Cork. I've been told they set up outside, crossing the Savoy every Sunday and Wednesday, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that now. Sunday and Wednesday, and these, so not just Sundays. I think it was written on a newspaper article recently. Nikki, Tara, and Nelly, and all the people that donate their time and money and services do a great job. Stephen has let me know about them over the last couple of days, and I was happy enough to do this with them as well. So hopefully we can get a few bob raised for the Shoulacutta group, which is doing great jobs. They do soup runs, donations of food and clothes. They do. They get people into B&Bs if they're really struggling. They get tents and blankets. They help people get into addiction counselling. So they've helped a lot of people, and they continue to help a lot of people, especially during what is probably one of the strangest and most difficult years that a lot of us probably have gone through. Some people are always going through it even more, probably worse than we would ever could imagine. So it's great to see such heart, and in Cork there's always a big heart there. So it's great to see it still. It's sad that it's needed, but it's great that it's there. So we're up to 17, so we're getting a little closer, and we have now got up to 31 people. So again, a little bit over half the amount of people watching have not yet gone onto the thing. So I'm going to see if I can figure out a way of letting people know to go to this brand. So we're getting the crowd, people coming in. That's all working perfectly fine. I'm going to check out when you've logged in. It'll say you'll see the thing at the top there. I'm going to change that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the branding there to go to a different page. So 1 second now. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to go through the rules and everything one more time, just so that we can make sure everyone understands how it works. Currently at the moment, I am making a quick link to say watch us. Apologies if I go quiet. I'm one of those people that can only do one job at a time. Find it difficult to talk. Hence why I'll probably never be on radio. Right, so I'm going to make that into a JPEG, and I'm going to upload it to the page, and hopefully you might spot me there, and it might make a bit more sense to anyone who might be already logged in. Might then able to see us. So we're looking for the settings, the branding. Delete that one. Oh, no. There. So right about now, a little small change might happen on your devices. You'll now see a little thing at the top that says watch on YouTube. Go to www.locky.ie. So www.locky.ie. If you can let other people know about that, please, it would be great. And just make sure that they can find us. We struggled to find it, so maybe copy and paste the YouTube stream to the Facebook quiz page to help others. I did indeed. It is up there. It is both on the discussion, the community, the main page, and the event part of it as well. Maybe there's two events. I'll just double check in case someone made up a second event. And thanks again for texting in. Really appreciate that. Into events. There could be two events. 3 minutes, guys. We won't get started until we more or less got everyone in there. Yes, there could be a duplicate event. It says duplicate event. 23 would be, oh, okay, that could be it. There is a second one, so we're going to add both there as well. That might make a bit more sense. So there is a duplicate event. There was 2 events. I posted to one. This one seems to have a few more people who are on it. So again, anyone who's out there and knows other people that would be doing it, just make sure, send them a text message, a WhatsApp, a Facebook message, or whatever it is that you use. I don't know, TikTok. I'm not up with the young people's lingo. Snapchat. Steve Ford knows all about these kind of things. Yeah, send them on to them. Just send them to Locky.ie to watch the YouTube, and from there I can explain to them then how to get into the quiz. Most of them already have the quiz details and how to log in, because at the moment I'm going to check and see how many people we've got logged in. There's 31, so I don't know if we're going to have more than 31, but I think 31 seems to be roughly the amount of people that are going to play, because that link went out earlier. That was from Sea-Dog. Sea-Dog, great name. So I'm going to give another 2 or 3 minutes after this, just in case anyone comes along afterwards. Looking to try and see now. 19 people watching us, so we're short around maybe 10 or 11 people. Here we go. JPack75 is saying test. It does indeed work. So you've successfully tested the system, and it has come back with positive result. Test. There you go. I am not a bot. So if anyone out there, just you can chat away to me on the live stream as well. Don't leave me here on my own, please. I get lonely. So do text. So cut the show. Like, I asked to do this about 2 weeks ago. I made contact with Stephen, and he wanted me to get in. Yeah, cheers. He wanted to get. He was telling me all about the charity work that they do, and he was involved. And he was like, "Would you do a quiz?" We only do a few charity quizzes here, so I said, "Yeah, no problem." Delighted to help out. And I actually have seen the guys out on the street, working inside in town and stuff over the last year, and they do great jobs. It's great work. So we got an extra person, or an extra 2 people there. We're up to 21, and they dropped out. So I don't know whether it's their casting maybe or something like that. You can cast the YouTube feed to a Chromecast, or to a Chromecast enabled device like a smart television, if you want to put me up on a big screen. I don't advise it. No one wants to see a larger version of me. I'm already big enough. So it's up to you. You don't really need to see the stream. It's here to have a bit of fun and for me to be able to relay information and stuff like that. That's the main purpose of it. There is unfortunately a delay, as there is with all streaming services, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, or Instagram, television, or Facebook, television, TV, or whatever they call it now. There is a delay. Now, on YouTube, it can be anything between 10 and 15 seconds, which is the amount of time it takes both to ask and get the answers to a question. So I would not recommend waiting for me in the live stream to ask the question. The questions will pop up on the device or on the separate tab or browser that you're using to answer. And that's the way I would recommend to do it. Watch on one, answer on another. If there's a few of you in the house and you want to play together, use one device. If there's 2 or 3 of you and you want to break up into teams against each other and have a bit of a competitive spirit, that's cool too as well. We're delighted for you to do such a thing. And there's no worries. Just have 2 devices and, go and separate off into smaller teams or something like that. Or if you want to go up against a family member or a housemate, that's cool too. There's lots of prizes, lots and lots of prizes. I'm going to actually tell you a few. I think first place is a Brown Thomas voucher for €50. So first place will be getting themselves a €50 Brown Thomas voucher. Second will be getting themselves Lockdown Bingo voucher. I know Damien Shreenan, he does the Lockdown Bingo, very successful. So there's an even bigger chance of winning some money there as well. Third is a relaxation sports massage for €50 in Cove. So you got to go all the way down to Cove to be more relaxed, and there couldn't be any better place to be more relaxed as Cove. Fourth place is Spick and Span dry cleaning voucher, so up to the value of €25. So if you're looking to get your, there we go, John Creedon is sending me a picture of me, not only casted, but on a projector on a very large television or a very large screen. That doesn't make me feel any better or confident about myself. I'm gonna show people that. Why not? Let's bring it in. So there we go. That's John watching me at the moment. Oh Lord, look at that. So yeah, let me know where you're watching from. If you're all, I'm assuming most of you are all Cork based, or the majority probably are all Cork. I normally do this with someone else, and it makes it a lot easier, especially when you're on your own and you're talking to nobody. I don't even hear music. I don't hear anyone else talking back as well. And Wes O'Regan has sent a little Creedon Moneybags is showing off that screen. Wes and putting up pictures of his latest addition to his family. Congratulations to them. I know it's been a while now, actually, to be fair, but I haven't seen them because of the COVID restrictions, but lovely pictures to see the new arrival in their family. And he says the boys, and I see there as well Peter Turnbull saying the boys as well. So hello Peter, hello Wes, hello John, lots of you joining in tonight. Now let's keep an eye again. We're up to 23. We're getting a little closer, so if everyone again could let others know. I know it's only just gone onto the page there as well. The Shola Cutta page is updated now again with both events, the discussion, the community, and the main page. So hopefully people have found it at this point. I've also reduced the name of the YouTube link down to Locky.ie. So if you want to go to Locky, as in LOCKIE.ie, it'll take you directly straight to the YouTube stream and straight to my repetitive voice. Again, I'm going to stick one last let's stick one last thing up on the screen here as well. We're going to make 3 minutes before we start the quiz. So 3 minutes before we start it, anyone who's already logged in using the device, the questions will pop up on your phone in 3 minutes. Right, I'll explain it one more time just for the people in the back, or anyone latecomers. We've got ourselves 60 questions. They're broken down into 4 rounds, 15 questions per round. They are all multiple choice. Some have pictures. Every picture will pop up on your phone. You'll see it on your device. You won't have to watch the screen for any of it. You won't even need to listen to me. You just need to know that at the end of 15 questions, there'll be a break of about maybe 3 or 4 minutes. And then we'll do round 4 and then another break and then round 3 and then another break and then round 4. And we're going to give away the prizes. There's a lot of prizes to be given away. 15 for first 15th place is going to win themselves something. So there's a good chance, a 1 in 2 chance that you're going to win something. I love the way Jessica Carroll now has come in and said, I hope everyone knows John Creedon's a cheater. I hope Jessica and John are friends, because probably not going to be friends anymore. Mark is now saying, nice day. It is a nice day. It's gone a little cold outside. I'm looking out the window. At one point there was so much sun coming in, I actually just looked albino. I was just blown out of it. So again, there's, as I said, 4 rounds, 15 questions per round. At the end, we'll be giving away the prizes. Each question is multiple choice. There is a timer. There is a 15-second timer. I'm going to change that. It was 10. So there's a 15-second timer. Once the question is asked, the timer won't start until the answers are then visible. So the question will pop up, then the answers will pop up. And during that 15 seconds countdown time, 100 points is up for grabs. It'll start reducing all the way down to 0. So once the clock hits 0, the points hit 0. If you don't answer, you get nothing. If you have a guess and you don't, and you get lucky, you'll get the points. So if you don't know, always guess. Dr. Lenka Menon Magasari, check in by Micro Intellects. That sounds very doctory indeed. J-Pack is saying, I don't cheat at quizzes. Mr. Samo Gijo, I don't know if I'm Sammy Jojo. Oh, there we go. Mrs. Sammy Jojo is saying, where's Trevor? And Wes is now saying, Pascal Sheety, RT News. Lanzarote. Is he out Lanzarote? Good for him. So yeah, people are starting to join in. 27. We're getting closer and closer and closer and closer. We might wait another 2 minutes. I know we should have started at 7 o'clock, but things in Ireland never, ever, ever happen on time. And with only 60 questions, we will fly through this. It'll take less than an hour, so in about an hour's time. And I would like to just also point out that Stephen was telling me earlier on that there was huge donations coming in. So well done to ye. They are making some money for Cuddle Show, and it's outstanding. It's outstanding. The work that they do is great. And he just wanted to point out as well that Nikki, Tara, Nelly, and all the volunteers with the organisation do a great job doing what they do. And it's going to be a lot easier to do the job when they've got stuff and you're the ones who are helping them get it. So thank you to you as well for providing the help that they need. We said 5th, 6th and 7th place they're going to get themselves a Spick and Span voucher for €25. Spick and Span. 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th will get themselves a €25 Zoom Bingo voucher. Not my one, another one. So it's Zoom Bingo. You'll enjoy yourself. 12th place will get themselves Jack Doyle €20 voucher. Jack Doyle, ooh, very fancy. 13th place is going to get themselves a hamper from Cove Gift Baskets. A lot of people, I can see the people at Cove very, very giving there. 14th place, baby crotchet set. I don't know whether it's the baby crotchets or you make it for a baby. It's not specific there, so I'm assuming it's not an item to get your baby crotcheting. It's for a baby to wear. And 15th place, bits from Lenka. Leka. I think it is Leka. So I've got some really nice prizes there. All good prizes. And donations can still come in as well if you know that there's the GoFundMe page. I think it is. Send away. One thing I will say about YouTube is that sometimes when you're not paying attention, things can get delayed without you knowing it. Make sure that the live there's a little live marker somewhere on the screen somewhere. So if you open up your YouTube channel and you look at it, just make sure the live part has got the little red dot so that you're watching it in as the most up-to-date part of the feed you can get. Because sometimes if you walked away, you actually it's like Sky Plus. You'll be missing the live part of it and you'll be back in the ads. Do you know what I mean? So just make sure you're up to date. Now John has sent me a message to say dance for me. I don't know why I'm doing it, but right, just dance for you. Yeah, right. Going to make it short and see how many people are there. There's 27 people watching. There are 36 entrants, so we're still short around maybe 8 people. 9 people. My maths is not the strongest. So 27 watching, 36 entries. Now some of you might actually be in the same house playing against each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to plow on. We've stuck it up on all the different outs. So at this point, couldn't find us. Just do the repeat later. Yeah, it'll be shown after the late show or something on Friday. Right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get it underway. We've got ourselves 4 rounds. One last time I'm going to explain it. 4 rounds, 15 questions per round. Each question is worth 100 points. The faster you answer, the more points you're going to get. They're all multiple choice. There's 15 questions in round 1, 2, 3 and 4. At the end, we'll see who's won. We'll give them first to 15th place a prize, which is fairly epic that, you know, more or less 1 in every 2 of you is going to walk away with a prize. Well, you're not really walking away. Yeah, let's get this underway. Oh, Dr. Leka. I see it there. Bits from Leka from Atama Dance Team. Will be 3 separate hampers each having different items like jewellery, earrings, lockets, some picture frames, crystal vase and many more. And there you go. That is directly from the doctor. The doctor has more or less told us what's in it. Miss Sammy Jojo is also saying hola, Wes. Hola to Wes. Sea Dog, anyone here working Jono's bar in Douglas? Am I still barred? Yes, you are, Sea Dog. I heard on the grapevine you are. And Wes has now said hola back. Right. Don't wait for me to ask the questions in the live feed. There is a delay, about 15 seconds. Don't wait for me to ask the questions. They will pop up on your device or the browser window that you're using to for you to read and to answer quickly. The faster you answer, the more points you get. So don't wait for me to ask them in the stream because there is a delay and there's nothing we can do about it. So if you end up waiting for me, I can't do anything about that. In 20 seconds, we're going to start. We're going to bring up the main thing. So there we go. I see it did work. Watch us on YouTube. Let's start. Right, bring up the questions. So what we're going to do is you'll see a countdown on the screen. "20 seconds. Our first question is popping up on your device now. Good luck, everyone," says Wes. At this point now, you should have, nearly question 1 should be over at this point. So you've already seen the countdown on your phone. It will start. It's starting now. Your first question will pop up. I'll leave question 1 on the screen for a little bit. Now, should anything go wrong in the quiz and you get knocked out or anything happens to you, just refresh your screen. There's no point in cheating, because that's you're only cheating yourself. No one cares if you come last. It's taking part that counts, and charity is what counts. But enjoy. Have a good night. Here we go. So this is question number 1. Which bird is found on the flag of Egypt? Here comes the answers. Is it a stork, an eagle, or a crane? Stork, an eagle, or a crane? We're going to extend that time out as well to 15 seconds. So let's have a look at the percentage of what people answered. You might have to answer again. I don't know what's after happening there. Maybe when I change the thing. It's a test question. We'll see how people got. I think we're able to answer anyway. Let's have a look at the percentage of people. 66% of people went for eagle, 14% were stork, and crane, 21%. The right answer is eagle. Congratulations, guys. Eagle is the right answer. Gotta keep an eye on my phone as well, just in case I get any messages through. Next up is question number 2. What is the name of Joe Biden's wife? What is the name of Joe Biden's wife? Let's have a look at the answers. Barbara, Jill, or Melania? What is the name of Joe Biden's wife? Barbara, Jill, or Melania? So just again, make sure that you are up to date on your YouTube stream, that you've got the little red dot next to the live button. Otherwise you're watching us in the past. You want to make sure you're up to date and in the fastest way as possible. And let's check the percentages. 55% of you going for Jill. We've got a nice old clever bunch here. I'm very surprised that we've had a second Melania in the White House. No, the correct answer, of course, is Jill. Barbara has been a very popular name when it comes to first wives, but not this time. Question number 3. Before becoming a pop and rock icon, Freddie Mercury worked where? Was it an airport, on a cruise ship, or a local dump? So an airport, on a cruise ship, or a local dump. Once again, if you're unsure, the best thing to do is just have a random guess. Just like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, except you don't get knocked out. You just get the points, you get the money if you get it right. You go home with nothing if you get it wrong. No, that doesn't happen here. Let's have a look at the percentage. Ooh, it seems to be a little cruise ship slightly getting ahead of an airport. And 70% of you did think he was in a dump. No, but believe it or not, he was a baggage handler in Heathrow Airport. He was a baggage handler in Heathrow Airport. So, yeah. Question number 4. In which game might a person have a full house? Steve. Who might have a full house? Is it Cluedo, Snap, Game of Life, or Poker? Wes is saying 0 to 3. I'm doing well. Wes, yeah. Thank God you've got your looks, because you weren't the brightest. Question 4. In which game might a person have a full house? I'm hoping, Wes, that you got this one right. I've heard you're fairly good at your poker. It's 97% of you getting it right. Hopefully you're not that one person who said Game of Life. You probably might get a full house. You get a full car if you have twins 3 times. It is indeed poker. Question number 5. How long is a regulation soccer game? How long? Is it 90 minutes, 120 minutes, 45 minutes, or 60 minutes? The entirety of a soccer game. That is some gif. There you go. That is a seriously strange gif. The gif that keeps on giving. Let's have a look. Percentage wise, 97% of you again going for 90 minutes. One person thought it was 60 minutes. Getting a picture now of Pat. Oh, Pat's doing the quiz. Thanks, Pat. How are you? Right, let's have a look at the percentage wise. 97% of you said that, and the correct answer again is 90 minutes. Didn't have to show you the answer. Question number 6. Sacramento is the capital of which US state? US state. Is it New York, Texas, Washington, or California? So Sacramento is the capital of which US state? Is it New York, Texas, Washington, or California? Well, at least Pat's on, so that means it's working. Critiquing me. I've not done this on my own, believe it or not. I don't remember if I did or not. Let's have a look and see the correct percentage. It's like steps up. No one said New York. 10% of people thought it was Texas. 20% of people thought it was Washington. And California is the right answer. Well done, California. Sacramento is up around San Francisco. Very close to San Francisco. Question number 7. The Hotel Cecil, the subject of the Netflix documentary, is located in which US city? It's another US question. The Hotel Cecil, or Cecil, I don't know if a lot of people can say. LA, Las Vegas, New York, or San Francisco? And time's up. You would have already answered these questions as I'm in the past. Let's have a look at the percentages. 59% of you going for LA. Pat saying the picture is perfect. Good to hear. It was indeed LA. If you've seen it, you had to sit through what was painstakingly put together, one of the longest documentaries of all time about what could have been done in a 30-minute show. Very, very long and drawn out, and a lot of these Netflix things are getting really drawn out now. Let's have a look at question number 8. Which software company makes the programs Photoshop, Illustrator, and Premiere? So which software company makes Photoshop, which is probably the one everyone knows, Illustrator, and Premiere? Is it Adobe, Microsoft, or Apple? Come on, Wes. Come on. You Photoshop all your gym photos. That's why you're always ripped in your gym photos. Peter Turnbull photoshopping it for you. Right, let's have a look. Percentage wise, I think most of you are probably going to go for Adobe, and you did. 77%. 19 thought it was Microsoft, who are trying to get us all into their 5G brains. And the correct answer is indeed Photoshop. He's a god. Help us our ways. He's all brawn, no brains. Exactly. All brawn, no brains. Let's have a look at question number 9. Name the country from the outline. Very dodgy looking country. It's like a tadpole. But let's have a look at the correct answer, or the answers. Denmark, Norway, Sweden, or Finland. Again, if you don't know, have the random quick guess. And it might give you the opportunity of taking in some welcome points, maybe. Question number 10 coming up after this. We've only got 6 more questions coming up now after question number 9. We'll be giving you a break for a few minutes. Let's have a look at the percentage wise what you went for. I think some people are going to say Sweden, because they're both part of that little overhang at the top of Europe. No, more people went for Finland, right? But it is indeed Norway. Stealing all our gas. But there's Norwegians. Let's have a look at the question number 10. What company released the XL smartphone in 2014? That is the smallest gif of a monkey ever holding a mobile phone. Didn't realise it was that small when I stuck it in there. Didn't get the question in the software. So, Doctor, I'm going to wait 1 second there. Just give a refresh. You might want to just refresh your page. Hopefully, it should work anyway. I can see that people did answer it. I'll go to the last page to make sure. I can see the people who answered it there. So, Doctor, the doctor's in the house. Just give a refresh at the page. You won't lose anything. I've got all your scores backed up here on the old server, so don't worry about that. Just make sure that your page comes up again. I'll give you 1 second, and we're going to ask the next question. So, with what company? Most people probably Google this at this point. Is it Nokia, Sony, or Samsung, or Google? I thought it was only 3 answers, but there's not. Nokia, Sony, Samsung, or Google. So which? Wes says me neither. Right. Let's have a look and see percentage wise of people who answered. Again, it's a little bit all over the place. I think it's a very strange question. The XL phone, I think, was made by Nokia. Maybe, I'm not too sure. I don't even know the answer myself. It was Nokia made the XL smartphone. Most people have forgotten that they do it. Refresh work, great ways, brilliant. So it does work. Browsing the internet, which may have happened to Wes and the doctor a few minutes ago. Which number means client error not found? So if you're on the internet and you go to a website and it says client error not found, what is the number that is associated with it? Is it 409, 400, 505, or 404? I've seen people go around with the t-shirts on occasions. Nerds like myself wearing these t-shirts. I don't personally own one, but I kind of do want to get one now. Let's have a look at the percentage wise. Oh, look at that. You're all geniuses. 90% of you have gone for 404, which is indeed client error 404. Not found. 90% of you got it right. Question number 12. Which of these is a fancy word for a bartender? We have a few here. What is a fancy word for a bartender? Drink slinger, bar monkey, mixologist, or beer buster. So drink slinger, bar monkey, mixologist, or beer buster. Imagine the bar is 4 deep and these guys spend that amount of time making 2 cocktails while dancing. I'm going to the next bar. Percentage wise, 90% of you calling it mixologist. You were right, it is indeed mixologist. 90% of you getting that one. Question 13. 3 to go. This is the third of... This is 1 of 3, I should say. What was the most downloaded app of 2020? What was the most downloaded app of 2020? Netflix, Instagram, or TikTok? So, was it Netflix, Instagram, or TikTok? Percentage wise, 93% of you went for TikTok. You'd have thought maybe 7% of you saying Netflix because of the whole pandemic, everyone was downloading it, but no, it just seems to be children and young adults and now adults downloading that and doing dances for a minute long. I'm glad I'm just not on it. And that is the right answer. It is indeed TikTok. Software hung, so I'm using another phone now. I'm assuming you're logged in with the same thing. If you didn't, send me and I'll add your scores together at the end. In feet, question 14. How tall is the Eiffel Tower to the tip? Just the tip, roughly. So in feet, and some of you might be, what's feet? Meters. Have a guess. Is it 1,300 or 600 feet? I have a strange amount of knowledge about the Eiffel Tower. I don't know why. I seem to retain a lot of information about the Eiffel Tower. Built in 1886, or well, for 1886, the World's Fair. There you go. It was only intended to be there as a temporary structure and moved eventually out of the Paris city centre, but it became too big to move, so they left it there. A lot of people thought it was going to be scrapped. But it is 1,060 feet from top to the bottom. There you go. So well done for the 53% of you getting it right. 300 feet is a bit small. Question 15, the last one before I give you a break. The 5 colours of the Olympic rings are blue, yellow, black, green, and which other colour? So blue, yellow, black, green, and which other colour make up the Olympic rings? Is it purple, red, white, or brown? Purple, red, white, or brown? I think it's to make up the continents, the different continents. Question is up. Let's have a look. 90% of you going for red. 6% of you thought it was white. Even though the Olympic rings are on a white background, you probably would never see the other white ring. It is indeed red. Well done to you guys. Okay, that is the end of that round. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you who is at the top of the table. Let's have a look and see the scores. Caroline Ford is in first place at the moment. She's got herself 1,246. She got 14 out of 14, or 15 right. Samantha O'Mahony also got 14 questions out of 15, but just not quick enough. She's got herself 1,045 points. She is just 201 points behind. It's not a lot. In third place, Robert McCarthy is not that far behind. He still can catch up as well as second and first. All things can change. Points can be got out of nowhere. So I'm going to have a look at some of the other scores myself there as well. Mark, you're in fourth place. Carmel Cronin, you're in fifth. Donna Horgan in sixth. Elaine Field is in seventh. Chloe Sweeney in eighth place. And ex-Barberwell manager Steve's Minion is in ninth place. In 10th place is Gary Power, and Kira Davis is in 11th. I'm going to go all the way to 15th because these are all the people who are now currently in the prize zone. Dermot Creedon, you're in 12th place. Handbags Hanrahan is in 13th place. Samantha O'Mahony is in 14th. And currently, the last person in the quiz zone is Lorraine O'Donovan. So in 15th place, Lorraine, you got to stay there. You got to keep in there. You got to keep moving up because you're still in the prize zone. That's all of you are in the prize zone. So I'm going to turn off the scoreboard again. And we're going to go back to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a small countdown on the screen. The countdown will say when we're coming back. I'm going to give you 4 minutes. Don't be shy in the chat. I love the way Treepton sucks comes from Wes. A lot of fixes coming in there. Kaz is winning. It's a fix. So I'll tell you, I only made the questions last night. And I don't ever see anyone bar who's normally standing there, Pat, and my wife and 2 kids. So they're the only people I ever see. So if you think there's a fix, I'm not being paid enough to give away the answers. So yeah, currently they're the people who are in the prize zone. The prize zone. So it looks like we're live and everything seems to be watching. Just going to check and see sure. Yeah, there's 25 people watching. So there's probably some people playing against each other in the house because everyone who's there is answering. So in 3 minutes we're going to do round number 2. It's time for you to go off and get yourself a drink or to go outside and get some fresh air. Maybe enjoy that last bit of sunshine. We're going to look. Yeah, it's still there. There's still sun outside. So Caroline peeks through the window in her spare time column. That's Wes. Okay, there you go. My mate Kerry is playing under the name Samantha O'Mahony as I was late, so she's in 14th. Well done. And €50 to charity, and I'll sell anybody the answers. It's Patrick Ahern. First place is €50, Pat. If they only want to win, just for bragging rights, and give you all of their winnings to come first. That's I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'll split it with you. So that's from Patrick. Thanks very much for watching and not being here. You could have just joined me and done it with me and made it a lot easier. But no, you come on here and you watch from your ivory tower. I normally I have someone I just abuse. Still getting messages in. Mark now has tagged me in a Facebook post. Or no, an Instagram post. Must have a look at that. And I am now cast to the screen, and he's got himself a nice big glass of red wine in the photo. There it is. Just there. And he says, time to make an ass of myself. That's from Mark. No one else said anything. Yeah. Sklanto, the fixing... I'm not going to repeat that. I'm eating a Chinese. Hashtag priority. Alright, Patrick. So yeah, 1 minute 20 seconds. I hope those questions suited some of you. I mean, we're not going to be able to write questions that suit everyone. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a quiz. It would be tell me what you know. These are questions that you already know the answers to. Yeah, that would make no sense. So hopefully there's 1 or 2 people around you that can maybe, you know, combine your knowledges together and make one competent quiz player. 1 minute exactly. Dur here. Most important to note, as I'm the smarter Creedon. That's coming from Jessica Carroll. One before we keep going, I might as well say it as well. Shola Cudda. They're the charity that we're doing this here for tonight. Shola Cudda. They were on the screen earlier on. I had to take it down, unfortunately, to stick the thing up to say watch us on YouTube. I'm going to change that there in the settings, the brand name, just quickly again to go back to the old picture. Just so that's what we see. We got ourselves 15 more questions. My phone issues, but then got back quickly. Questions are really nice ones. That's good to hear. I think they get better. There's a lot more visual questions coming up, so do be wary that a picture that will pop up on your phone or your device will need to be scoured, will need to be looked at properly to make sure you get the right answer. It'll be on the screen, but again, too late. So make sure that you do watch closely on your phone, because the picture may actually be needed to be looked at. All right, here we go. So we got ourselves round number 2. This is round number 2. So there's the last question on the screen. We're going to put on question number 16. Here we go. Give you a few seconds to get yourselves organized. You saw the countdown. I gave you enough time. If you're still out smoking a cigarette, or I don't know, smoking a cigarette. It's two of them. You're too late. Here we go. Question number 16. Which year is a Prince album? So which year is a Prince album? 1979, 2020, 1969, or 1999? Hopefully we can catch up in the next round. Yes, you can, Doctor. The doctor's in the house. So, 1979, 2020, 1969, or 1999. Sorry, but it is 1999. Gonna party like it's 1999. It is indeed the right answer. Well done to you. 1979 might have caught people off. 2020, I'm just delighted no one answered that because, let's face it was dead. Question number 17. The best-selling book of 2020 or in 2020 was the memoir of which politician? The memoir of which politician was the best-selling book of 2020? Is it? I'm showing you. Michael D. Higgins, Boris Johnson, Donald Trump, or Barack Obama? So Michael D. Higgins, Boris Johnson, Donald Trump, or Barack Obama? I hope no one said Michael D. Higgins, the best-selling book in the world. No, 7% of you did do Michael D. Higgins. No, it was 83% of you right with Barack Obama. Well done, Barack. His memoirs were the highest-selling book of last year. Question number 18. Name the singer. Give you a second to look at it. Give you a second to look at it. Ew. Here's the multiple choice answers. I think there's only 4. Yeah, there's 4 to choose from. You can eliminate 2 quickly. And then it's a 50-50, I think, if you're not too sure. Is it Billie Eilish, Ellie Goulding, Robin, or LaRue? And they called her Ellie Rux. So Billie Eilish, Ellie Goulding, Robin, or LaRue? Percentage-wise, let's see how he got on. 63% of you know you're musicians. Well done to you guys. 63% went for LaRue, and it is indeed the right answer. Billie Eilish. No. Or Billie Eilish, as I like to call her. Question number 19. What is the currency in North Korea? What currency is North Korea? Is it the won, the yuan, or the dun? Or the won, the yuan, or the dun? I don't know which way they pronounce it. Won, yuan, dun. Let's have a look at percentage-wise what you all said to. Oh, it's very spread out. Very spread out. It could go any way. I think it's the Don, but it could be a 1 as well. I'm not too sure. If I were to have a guess at these, I'll go 50-50. Considering I wrote the questions and I haven't a clue which the answers are at the end. It's the 1. I would have got it wrong. I'd have been going home with nothing. Question number 20. Which nuts are used in marzipan? Which nuts are used in marzipan? Let's have a look. Is it Brazil nuts, cashews, chestnuts, or almonds? So Brazil, cashew, chestnut, or almonds? Yeah, let's have a look at the percentage-wise what you went for. 90% of you going for almonds. Yep. It's the right answer. Well done. 10% of you thought Brazil nuts. Some of you probably like, well, you can make it out of anything. But that's not the right answer. Question number 21. It's a Super Bowl question, kind of. Well, who was the halftime act at this year's Super Bowl 2021? So the 2021 halftime act. Who was it? Let's have a look at the answers. Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, or The Weeknd? So Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, Jessica D's nuts, indeed. Marzipan's D's nuts. Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, The Weeknd. They've all played it. Every one of them have played a halftime show. Katy Perry danced with some very strange sharks. One shark looked drunk. That's a YouTube for your later on. But the answer this year is a very confused looking Weeknd. 67% of you getting it right. It was indeed The Weeknd. There's a meme where he's kind of trapped in a glass hall or a mirror hall or something. Question number 22. What is Marshall Mathers' stage name? So what is Marshall Mathers' stage name? Eminem, Vanilla Ice, Ice-T, or Ice Cube? I've left out the Father Ted one, Icy Icy Cube Tea or whatever he called it. Icy Icy Dog. Dog. M&M, Vanilla Ice, Iced Tea, Ice Cube. 97% of you going for M&M. Who? My name is Marshall Mathers. It is indeed the right answer. 93% of you getting it right. One person going Vanilla Ice. I think his name is Rip Van Winkle or something. And one of you going for Ice Cube. Not too sure what his real name is. I'm pretty sure it's Ice from the Killarney Cubes. Let's have a look at the next question. Question 23. Name the program from the app logo. Name the program from the app logo. Is that Spotify, Casa, WhatsApp, or Shazam? Let's have a look and see what you've gone for. Percentage wise, 97% of you gone for Spotify. We haven't had 100% yet. I feel left down. Shazam is a blue app. I know it's circular. Now I have to look at what's the part of Shazam. Put onto the desktop. Shazam is that kind of S that's kind of linked together. That is the right answer. 97% of you going for Spotify. Well done. Question number 24. Bacardi. The drink Bacardi was founded in which country? Easy. It's easy. It's too easy. Was it Italy, Cuba, or Mexico? So Bacardi, does it come from Italy, Cuba, or Mexico? Don't forget, we're going to question number 30, and then we'll be at the halftime mark. I'll tell you a little bit more about the Shola Coda organisation. Not too much, just enough. So that maybe if you haven't made a donation or you want to make a further donation, you can do so. Wes has pointed out he's been there. Let's hope he's talking about Cuba and not Italy. The correct answer, with 77% of you getting it right, it is indeed 77 Cuba. Well done. It is Cuba. Question number 25. Name the movie. I'm going to give you a few seconds to look at it. You may have to pay attention to it. Maybe you know it straight away like that. Maybe you've got to look around the room and look at all the people that are in the photograph. Let's have a look at the correct one of the correct answers. Is it The Proposal, The Devil Wears Prada, The Intern, or 27 Dresses? I've seen all four of them and I liked all four. Let's be honest, 27 Dresses, masterpiece. Who doesn't like Katherine Heigl? Except for the people who work with her, I think. Let's have a look at the percentage wise. 87% going for The Devil Wears Prada. There's the devil just behind her shoulder. Let's have a look at the questions, or the correct answer. It is indeed right, The Devil Wears Prada. Question number 26. We're on the homeward stretch of this round. Gin o'clock, which must be used to make gin. Pomegranate, coriander, pepper, or juniper. So pomegranate, coriander, pepper, or juniper must be added to gin for it to be considered a gin. Which is it? Pomegranate, no. Citrus fruit. Coriander, a lot of people I think are going to go for. Pepper, no. Juniper is indeed the right answer. 77% of you getting it right. More people went for pomegranate than I thought, and even more so than coriander. These days, juniper merely has to be just waved at the bottle for it to be considered a gin. But to be a gin, juniper has to be used at some level. 77% of you getting it right. Juniper. Question number 27. What planet is known as the red planet? I want 100% here. 100%. I'm golden buzzering myself. I'm even putting on an air horn for it. I think you all get it right. Either that or I've scared your cat or dog away. And let's have a look at the answers. Is it Mars, Earth, Mercury, or Venus? Apologies if that air horn is too loud. I can't hear it. I won't press it again if you don't want. So we're waiting for you to come up with Mars, Earth, Mercury, or Venus as the red planet. Anyone who's seen Total Recall will know this one. Or has watched a recent NASA landing. Mars, 97%. One team went for Mercury. One person out there is messing with us. They're trying not to get that 100%. 28. Where will the Eurovision Song Contest be held this year? Volcano Man. again. Where will the Eurovision Song Contest be held this year, 2021? It's coming up soon. Will it be the Netherlands, Israel, Iceland, or Germany? The Netherlands, Israel, Iceland, or Germany? You're sitting there now going, well, it was supposed to be there last year. Recently, they're after getting themselves the permission to, I think, leave 1,500 or 5,000, I think 1,500 people into the arena to watch it, which it'll be strange to see just so little people inside in this, what normally would be huge amphitheatre. Where have I got the percentage? 65% be going for the Netherlands. That's right. I think it's being held in Rotterdam, if I'm not mistaken. And Rotterdam, the Netherlands. It's the right answer. 65% be getting it right. Well done. Question number 29. Give you a few seconds again to look at this. It's just flipped. Or is it? Which one is right? Which is the correct Spurs logo? You'll see an A and a B, and it should be A or B. You choose. Is it A or B? Which is the correct Spurs logo? One of those is the correct one. The other one is flipped. Which one is not flipped? A or B? Again, if you're not into sport, it's one of the very few sports questions that are in the quiz. Again, you can take a guess. It's 50-50. If you get it right, you can pretend that you knew all along. B is the correct answer. 84% of you knowing it. Well done. 84% of you getting it right. You didn't get tricked. Last question of the round. We're going to give you a break again after that. What was the name of Al Pacino's character in Scarface? Not a role model. A lot of people have posters up on their walls and inspirational quotes from him. No, not a role model. Is it Don Fanucci, Tony Montana, or Vito Corleone? So which one of those is the correct answer? Don Fanucci, Tony Montana, or Vito Corleone? Creepton wouldn't know this. He would know nothing about football. He's an Arsenal fan. Banter, football banter in the chat. Waiting for you there to answer. Let's have a look. Percentage wise, 97% of you yet again going for Tony Montana. One person going for the Godfather, Vito Corleone. Corleone, I don't know, some people go with. But it is Tony Montana. Everyone was right except that one person. Constantly. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. I went on. Shh, don't say nothing. Right, we're going to have a look at the scoreboard and see where everyone is at the end of this round. Caroline Ford stays where she is, but Robert McCarthy has narrowed that gap by getting 28 questions out of 30 right. She only got 26. He's now only, let's do the maths on this one, 19 and 4 is 13. Only 13 points in behind. So 13 points behind Caroline is Robert. He's in second place and he's catching up fast. Samantha got 27 questions right. She's got herself just less than 100 points deficit. Easily to catch up. You got to remember 100 points is only one question, depending on how fast you answer it, I suppose. Still keeping themselves in the rankings. Mark, Carmel, Donna, Gary, Teresa, Kira, Chloe, Kathleen, ex-Barbarella manager Steve's Minion, Samantha, Dermot, and Handbags. So all of you are currently in the prize zone. Not much of a change. Most of you in that area getting themselves anything between kind of 21 to 28 questions right. Robert McCarthy is doing well. He's seen these questions before. He may be the one that bought the questions off Pat. We don't know. We'll find out afterwards. Right. Back up onto the main screen. We get the scoreboard. And I'm going to give you another countdown of 4 minutes. So there you go. 4 minutes on the clock. It's counting down. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Still top, says Sea-Dog. Wes is playing a blinder. Carmel Cronin, you nerd. Wes is asleep. Classic Wes. That's from Peter. There you go. He'd know classic Wes to be fair as well. So it's time for you to go get yourself a drink. Top up the one you've already got. Maybe you haven't finished it yet. Go for a cigarette. Go to the toilet. Shout to your neighbour. I don't know. Do what you need to do. You got yourself 3 minutes and 20 seconds before we get this underway. So, earlier on we were talking about Shola Coda. That's why we're here, and that's why you've all joined. You've made a donation already. Thank you very much from them and from me, and from all the people that are organising this quiz. Shola Cotta do a lot of charity work inside in town. They set up on Sundays and Wednesdays around by the Savoy, and not only then as well. If that's the when we see when they do the big setup, you see that. What you don't see normally is that the staff and the volunteers sometimes drive around at night time on the other nights, and they just either give it lend an ear to others, try and, I suppose, give advice, and just also be a shoulder to cry on, or just someone to just talk to, because a lot of times loneliness can be quite as bad as anything. So it's great that they're able to do this. They go around and they do soup runs and food runs. They do clothes, sleeping bags, tents, whatever they need. If they have it, they'll try their best to get it to people who will need it the most. So thanks very much, guys. And again, I was given a few names from Steve himself, just to say hello to. He said that Nikki, Tara and Nelly do amazing work all week. They spend time organising things. They do the soup runs, all the donations for food. Beside the tables, they drive around with each other, or to town during the night, lend an ear to those who are struggling, and give out tents. And also, I think they get people into B&Bs as well if they really are struggling and need that shelter. So we're it's very easy to see inside in town these days. When a lot of people are gone out of the city, I spend a lot of time in the city at the moment working, at night time especially. The homeless situation is still very evident. It doesn't go away. Just because we are not in town doesn't mean it's still not there. It's very evident, and it's evident worldwide. And no matter where we are in the world, homelessness is always a problem. And start at home. There's nothing worse than seeing a fellow human, a Corkonian or whoever it may be, in hard times, be it addiction, personal problems, whatever it may be. A lot of the times these people are victims of abuse or circumstance, poverty gap, whatever it may be. They've all got their story, and these people are here to listen to them, and they give them a voice, and to also to help them as best as possible. And it's because of people like ye who donate, and very generously as well, I've been told. So well done to ye, that make it all possible. Not just their time, but your donations make sure that they've got the resources that they need to give to them, to those who need it. So thank you very much. And again, if you can make another donation, and it's possible, or you haven't done a donation already, you can, and I think the link is on the Facebook page, or you can, I think, link in with them as well. Or if you'd like to make I think they'd always be happy as well for looking for volunteers. So any of those people that I mentioned earlier on, or Steve, or any of the people that are involved in it, if you want to get in contact with them, they'll help them out. So 10 seconds we got ourselves before it goes on to it. I have a question. Scanto should be right. Who's top of the Premier League? Here we go. Do I get any points for missing questions? Was ordering booze on Deliveroo? John, if you order booze on Deliveroo, you are already winning. I would just like to say so. You don't need the points. You need the points. Boom. Let's have a look and see what else someone wrote when I was waffling on there. Great organisation. And I had volunteered for 3 or 4 nights before lockdown. The team is just wonderful to work with as always. And that's from Dr. Lecca. So thank you very much. You're amazing too. Thank you for donating your time, and I think you've donated the baskets as well for 15th place. So thank you very much. One more time. In round number 3, I'm going to call out all the prizes one more time, so those who are in the top 15 will see their prizes and know what they're potentially about to get, or will it be stolen for them in the last second. Right, we're going to do it the next round. Going to give you a few seconds just so you know that we're doing it. 15 more questions. This is round number 3. We'll have this put to bed by, I promise you. We'll fly through round number 3. We'll give you all the prizes one more time we'll give a 3-minute break for the next round, and then we'll do one last round and we'll give away the prizes, and we'll let you all go out and enjoy maybe the last 15 minutes of that sun going down. You might be able to catch the sunset. So here we go. Let's get this underway. Question 31. Question 31. There you go. In which sport would you use a shuttlecock? Really a sports question. This is general knowledge, really. In which sport would you use a shuttlecock? Is it table tennis, squash, or badminton? So table tennis, squash, or badminton? God, I can really waffle on. I'm just listening to myself inside here. I just talk and talk and talk. I'd probably do this if I wasn't even online. I'd be sitting here right now talking away to myself. So table tennis, squash, or badminton. Let's have a look at the percentage wise. We got it, 100%. That 3%er. You did it, my man, or my woman, I don't know. My fellow human, you've done it. You've got it there. You got 100%. You should all be happy. Air horn. I don't care if I scare your dogs or cats. Or, I don't know, maybe you have a pig. I don't know. Let's have a look at the percentage. We don't need to know. Everyone was right. It was badminton. Imagine if you were all wrong. Let's have a look. Question 32. Coco, Cars, and Inside Out are all films produced by which animated film company? US animated company. Coco, Cars, and Inside Out. DreamWorks or Pixar? I'd like to think this is another 100%er, but some people just aren't into kids films, and that's okay. DreamWorks or Pixar? Coco, Cars, and Inside Out. Which one makes those films? Percentage wise, most of you, 68% have gone for Pixar. Some of you thought DreamWorks. No, they're more known for Shrek and the likes. 68% of you are indeed right, and it is Pixar. Question 33. Again, a tiny little gif. What's the only letter of the alphabet that does not appear in any US state name? So the letter does not appear in a US state name. Is it A, Q, X, or Z? So A, Q, X, or Z. Don't pay attention to the letters at the start. That's just the lettering for the sequence of them. Is it AA, BQ, CX, or DZ? Let's have a look at the percentage wise where you went for. Some of you went for Z. Arizona. Q. Oh, my hands are on it. A would be the Arizona as well. X. Texas. X, Texas. Q is not used. Isn't it? I don't know. I'm going to check now. I'm unsure myself, but it's Q. Q recorded this one here. It isn't. Oh, I was thinking Albuquerque. It's not. Question 34. Who famously said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world"? Albuquerque's in New Mexico, so New Mexico's the state. Colin, you're an idiot. So famously said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." And is it Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., or Donald Trump? One of those three people said it. Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., or Donald Trump. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Percentage wise, 81% of you have gone for Gandhi, 19% going for Martin Luther King. It's pretty obvious that Donald Trump, huge, didn't say anything at all that was worthwhile like that. Question 81% of you getting it right. Question 35. What is the most viewed video on YouTube of all time? Now we're talking all time. Despacito, Baby Shark, or Shape of You? Your minds have been warped by these three videos or three songs over probably the last few years. Despacito, Baby Shark, Shape of You. If you don't have children and you've been listening to Baby Shark a lot, it's probably need to go get help. Let's have a look. Percentage wise, 90% of you going for Baby Shark. It has absolutely shot past the two of them after being released after them. Baby Shark, do 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 do. 90% of you getting it right. It is the most watched clip on YouTube. I think they made 5 million in the first year. 5 million just from the ad revenue alone. Question number 36. What does a kleptomaniac impulsively do? You may know one. What does a kleptomaniac impulsively do? Steal things, hide things, burn things, or collect things. So, someone might be saying to themselves, well, technically, I don't know this technically business. Someone who steals things is the correct answer. 88% of you. Someone might say, well, when he's stealing them, they're collecting them. The impulsion is to steal, not necessarily to collect. So the impulse is to actually steal it, not to technically collect it. Some people steal it and then throw it away, so they haven't collected it. 80% of you getting the right answer. Well done. Question 37. Who is Will Smith's co-star in the Bad Boy film franchise? Who is Will Smith's co-star in the Bad Boy film franchise? There's been 3 so far. It got progressively worse as they went along. Let's have a look at the answers. Martin Freeman, Martin Riggs, Mark Lawrenson, or Martin Lawrence? Martin Freeman, Martin Riggs, Mark Lawrenson, or Martin Lawrence? That is some dance. DJ Jazzy Jeff on the drums and the old GIF. Let's have a look percentage wise. We did have a few people get caught. Martin Freeman plays Dr. John Watson in Sherlock. Martin Riggs is a fictional character from The Lethal Weapon, played by Mel Gibson. Mark Lawrenson is the name that I was expecting people to get caught on. You did a little bit, not as many as I thought. He is a soccer player / pundit, and Martin Lawrence is indeed Will Smith's co-star in the film franchise. I wanna be like Mike. 38. The Miami Heat. Strange, all the Bad Boys films are set in Miami. The Miami Heat play which sport? Miami Heat play which sport? Is it baseball, basketball, American football, or soccer? So the Miami Heat play which sport? Baseball, basketball, American football, or soccer? Few changes around the place there as well. We've got lots of people moving around. Oh my god, top 15 has definitely had a few changes. Some people doing really well in the quiz, getting a lot of questions right. 65% of you going for basketball, you'd be right. The Miami Heat are well known for basketball. Question 39. Botany is the study of what? Botany is the study of what? Bottoms, plants, weather, or birds? Jessica Carroll is now just saying pow. I don't know if it's kind of a pow or pow. Pow. Can't understand tone on the internet. Right, let's have a look. Percentage. Botany. Hey, very good. 91% of you going for plants. 6% of you didn't think that botany is someone who goes around looking at other people's bottoms. You're not right at all. It is indeed plants. Question 40. That is one very seizure-inducing GIF. New York lies at the mouth of which river? Hudson, Delaware, Rio Grande, or Niagara? So which river? Is it the Hudson River, the Delaware River, the Rio Grande, or Niagara? Let's have a look. Percentage-wise, Hudson is the right answer. One person thought it was the Niagara River. You do follow the Hudson River all the way back up. It does eventually head towards the Niagara Falls. And I'm not mistaken, I think it does. Because Buffalo and upstate New York is where the Niagara Falls US side is on. Let's have a look and see percentage. Not say the correct answer. It is indeed Hudson River. Well done to you. Question 41. Tom Cruise plays Ethan Hunt in which movie franchise? Mission Impossible, Jack Reacher, or Top Gun? So Tom Cruise plays Ethan Hunt in which movie franchise? Mission Impossible, Jack Reacher, or Top Gun? We saw him badly making cocktails earlier on. That film is awful, by the way, when it comes to actual cocktail making. Cocktails and drops. Let's have a look. Percentage-wise, 94% of you going for Mission Impossible. He was Maverick in Top Gun, but he was Ethan Hunt, super spy for the Impossible Mission group in the Mission Impossible films. Name the Irish artist. West looks like Top Gun Goose. Name the Irish artist from the album cover. So look at the album cover right there. Give it a few seconds. Have a look at that. See what you think. Going to give you the answers. Hozier, Dermot Kennedy, Ronan Keating, or Niall Horan? So Hozier, Dermot Kennedy, Ronan Keating, or Niall Horan? Let's have a look and see percentage-wise what you went for. Oh my god, it was too easy. Hozier is the right answer. No one thought it was Niall Horan. Delighted no one thought it was Ronan Keating. Because you'd be sorry otherwise. Sorry. And Dermot Kennedy is what the other people thought. But no, it wasn't. It's Hozier. Well done. Question 43. How many English football clubs originally signed up to the European Super League? So, originally, I know some of them have dropped out now, but since when the announcement was made last week, I think it was, hasn't lived very long. How many English clubs originally signed up to the European Super League? Was it 6, 12, 14 or 4? 6, 12, 14 or 4? There was. The correct answer, the Super Six, as they called them, is the right answer. Well done to you. Tottenham, Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool. And someone else, I can't remember. Question 44. Name the country from the flag. It's a very nice, clear picture of that flag. Give me a few seconds to look at it. I don't even know it. Is it Romania, Serbia, Denmark, or Italy? I know it now. Romania, Serbia, Denmark, or Italy? Let's have a look at percent-wise. 77% going for Serbia. You'd be right. And last question in the round. Name the TV show from the set. Have a look at the picture. Have a look at it. I don't know if it's the actual set itself or if it's a reproduction of it, but it looks like the set. Is it Friends, Everybody Loves Raymond, Roseanne, or King of Queens? So which of those TV shows is set in that kitchen or spends quite a lot of its time in that kitchen? So Friends, Everybody Loves Raymond, Roseanne, King of Queens. Let's have a look. 67% if you're going for Everybody Loves Raymond. You'll be right. No, my mother's coming over. And you'll be right. Well done. It was indeed Everybody Loves Raymond. That's the end of the round. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Is Caroline still on top? No. Robert has now passed her out. He's into first place. Robert McCarthy's got 42 out of 45 right. He's only dropped 3 answers so far. He's got himself 3,566. He's now taken about 120 odd point lead over Caroline. It can still all be won. You can see how many times it's changed over the last few minutes. Mark Lonergan has got himself into third place. He's managing to kind of maintain a fairly high score the entire time. Samantha O'Mahony has now slipped herself into fourth place. Kira is in fifth. Carmel 6th. 7th for Samantha O'Mahony, the other Samantha O'Mahony. There, one person is paying under her name. 8th place, Gary Power, so that's a fix. Teresa O'Donovan is in 9th place. Dermot Creedon is in 10th. Donna Horgan is in 11th. Amy Leahy, name I don't think I called out earlier on, has now moved themselves into 12th. Ex-Barbarella manager Steve still in the prize zone. Elaine Field, she's in herself 14th. And John Creedon has popped himself into 15th place, so well done. Peter Turnbull is now just hanging out around the old prize zone in 16th place. You are still missing out at the moment, but you've got time still to catch up. There's one more round. We're going to give you 3 minutes this time on the clock. I'm going to bring that up there now. So we're going to do 3 minutes on the clock this time. I'm going to tell you what the prizes are again, just so that we can give a good old shout out to those great businesses and individuals who provided the prizes for the quiz tonight. Thank you very much to them. Their support makes it even easier to run quizzes, because when there's a prize, it's always really, really nice. To be fair, I think most of you would have done it if there was only a pair of dirty socks were for first place. So well done to you, and thank you for donating. First place, Brown Thomas voucher. Ooh, no, that's fancy. Brown Thomas voucher up for grabs for first place. So currently, Robert and Caroline are fighting it out almost to the death to try and get that Brown Thomas voucher. One of them maybe will, if they don't get caught if they don't get caught by Mark, will be fighting it out for second place to get the Lockdown Bingo voucher. Lockdown Bingo, very successful over the last year, like myself and Pat's quiz. If you've never played before, we do livequiz.ie, and we've also got ourselves the Music Boxes bingo game, which is just, it's not really bingo, there's no gambling, it's just a fun bingo game that we play on a Friday night, and we do our quiz on a Tuesday. But he's got Lockdown Bingo every Sunday, so that's Damien Shreen, and he's provided a second prize there. there's a lot of money up for grabs in that, so you could technically get lucky again. Relaxation and sports massage, €50 down in Cove from third place. 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th are getting themselves €25 spick and span vouchers. 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th are also getting €25 for 20 Zoom bingo. 12th place are getting Jack Doyle voucher for €20. 13th is a hamper from the Cove gift baskets. 14th is a baby crotchet set, and 15th place Bits by Leka. I hope I'm pronounced that right. I'm saying Leka. I do a whose socks are they? I don't know, you can have mine. There you go. There you are. I'm in my socks. I just there's no one else here. Pat's not here to be stunk out of it, so I said, you know what? I'll wear my socks. Wes, I'll share the massage with you, says Mark. So Wes and Mark are now going to be getting a couples massage, but it's only for one person, so they'll each get half a back, or one will get a head and the other will get a foot. I don't know. Stephen Ford has sent me a message as well, an update on the amount of money that's raised. €830. That's ridiculous. €830, and that's from you. Thank you very much. Well done. Brilliant stuff. €830 has been raised for a great cause and a great organisation in Cork. And again, without your support, they can't give the support to those who need it. So thank you. If you ever find yourself with a bit of spare time, and some of us do have quite a lot of it at the moment, and you can donate your time, be it through running an event, raising money, or even just coming along on those nights to provide support, or to be one of those people that just listens. That sometimes is more than enough for some people, is just to be heard, or just to have a chat. Because let's face it, the streets is no place to live and to spend your time, especially when the way things are at the moment. It's just it's a depressing time, and it's we need each other, and that's the best thing we can provide sometimes. So yeah, we're going to do the next round. Let's bring up the quiz one more time. You got yourselves a few seconds. Let's have a look at the board one more time. There's Robert, Caroline and Mark. It is a fight to the death. 15 questions. Will Robert stay on top? Can Caroline get back up there and get that crown back? And can Mark come out of nowhere and steal it all? Or maybe Samantha? Maybe Samantha is the dark horse and is going to come up and take it away from everyone. Let's have a look. And let's do it. Question number 46. Here we go. We give it a few seconds on your screen. The Stanley Cup is awarded in which sport? And you're right. Dr. Leka has let me know that I'm right, and I'm delighted because I pronounce everyone's name wrong. Isn't that right? Stephen Fordy. Right, let's have a look. Is it ice hockey, American football, soccer, or basketball? Cookie from the rear. I don't know where you're pulling cookies out of, Mark, and I don't want to know if you're going to be talking about it like that. Keep them where they are. I don't want that cookie. Percentage, 93% of you going for ice hockey. It is a very well known ice trophy. It's the most famous ice hockey trophy other than the Olympics. No one cares about anything else than the Stanley Cup. Question number 47. Which metal band had a hit? What did you say, metal? I'd say rock. Which metal rock band had a hit with Whole Lotta Love? Whole Lotta Love. Was it Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, or the Rolling Stones? Start to lose my voice. Percentage wise, I had hit it very early, but it does make a difference. 72%. Come on, Colin. 72% Led Zeppelin. Right answer. Well done. Question number 48. There he is himself. Sexiest man in Russia. What is the capital of Russia? Is it St. Petersburg, man? I don't know why the man came up there. Kazan or Moscow? St. Petersburg, man. Kazan or Moscow? I don't know why that man is there. It's there. Let's have a look and see what you all went for. 90% of you going for Moscow. It is indeed the right answer. I'll go back and show it to you. It is indeed the right answer. Question 49. Name the artist from the album cover. Have a look at it there. It is very famous. In fact, it is an awful looking album cover, but it's striking and you'll never forget it. It was issued in the mail to every household in Ireland at one point. There wasn't a house didn't have this in their house. Let's have a look at the answers. Shawn Mendes, Daniel Bedingfield, Eminem, or David Gray. What an album it is too. Robert and Samantha are still neck and neck. Oh, sorry, Robert, Samantha, and Caroline and Mark are all still neck and neck. There's a piece of paper between them. Percentage wise, 59% of you going for David Gray. That is the White Ladder by David Gray. Surprises many people said Shawn Mendes. You're like, who's Shawn Mendes? Let's have a go with that. It's not the right answer. It is White Ladder, David Gray. Question 50. Which of these Las Vegas casinos is famous for its elaborate dancing fountains? I've even put the picture of it in there. There's the video of the actual dancing fountains. They're famous. There's so many different things. Bellagio, New York, Circus, or the Venetian. Every casino in Las Vegas has to have its, especially on the Strip, has to have its feature. You know, the Luxor is the pyramid, and you know, Circus is a circus. New York has the statue and a roller coaster, Statue of New York. The Venetian, of course, has the canals. Paris has the Eiffel Tower. But Bellagio has the fountains, the dancing fountains. They're huge, and every 15 minutes they go off. They're a free thing to do in Vegas, and well worth it. Let's have a look at question 51. Oh no, percentage wise, Bellagio, right answer. Well done to you getting it right. 51. Name the brand from the logo. Name the brand. Galveston, Rennie, Strepsils, or Nurofen. Galveston, Rennie, Strepsils, or Nurofen. Time's up. 96% going for Strepsils. I knew Nurofen might throw a few people off. I'm just delighted no one chose Galveston or Rennie. And the right answer is Strepsils. 52. Name the famous famous sister of this person. Have a look. Is it Billie Piper, Jessica Simpson, Britney Spears, or Duffy? Yeah. Billie Piper, Jessica Simpson, Britney Spears. Free Britney. It is indeed the right answer. 4% of you went for Duffy. No, Britney. That is Jessica Lynn Spears. Became quite famous on her own part for a while, and I think became a very young mother, and that was another way for her to become press-related stuff. Question 53. Who directed the film Gladiator? Do you like movies about gladiators? Is it James Cameron, Ridley Scott, or Steven Spielberg? Don't forget, if you don't know, have a guess. If you don't know, have a guess. And guess quick, because the quicker you guess, if you're going to get it wrong, it doesn't make a difference if you get it wrong early or late, but it does make a difference if you get it right by mistake early, because you get loads of points. Let's have a look percentage wise. 59% of you going for Ridley Scott. James Cameron, more known for the Avatar, and Terminator franchise. Steven Spielberg, you'd think, but no, again, E.T. and the kind of epics, Indiana Jones and stuff along that lines. But Ridley Scott is the correct answer. Well done, Ridley Scott. Let's have a look at question 54. Name the country from the outline. Again, a bit more difficult to see here. The background has disappeared, but you can work it out. I'll give you a few seconds to look at it. Have a look there. Name the country from the outline. You've got 15 seconds starting now. Is it Germany, the Netherlands, Denmark, or Italy? Let's be fair, you can probably eliminate Italy. That's a long old boot. Germany, much bigger and kind of more squared than that. Denmark is like a fist coming out of Germany. And it is indeed, with 48% of you getting it right, the Netherlands. It is, that's the Netherlands. Question 55. Here he is. I did not kill my wife. Name the Liam Neeson movie from the poster. Name the Liam Neeson movie from the poster. Is that Taken, Non-Stop, or Love Actually? There's been a time there over the last 12 or 13 years since Liam Neeson became an action star, and all power to him. He kicked anyone's ass these days. He's in his 60s. He's technically retired. He's older than my dad. Where he was just playing a person who was accused of doing stuff all the time. Be it taking over a plane, trying to kill someone, killing his wife, getting his daughter kidnapped, I don't know. But non-stop getting accused of stuff. 52% of you went for Taken. If you look at it there, he's on an airplane, shooting on an airplane. Not a good idea. It's called Non-Stop. Some of you mightn't have seen it, but you could have probably eliminated Taken. It's definitely not Love Actually, I'll tell you that. Even though it was, his part was set in an airport. 48% of you, Non-Stop. Correct answer. 56. Which city has the motto that roughly suggests what happens there stays there? Tokyo, New York, Las Vegas, or Cork? Let's have a look percentage wise once again. 97% of you going for Las Vegas. 3% of you thought it was New York. I don't know what happened to you in New York that you don't want to tell anyone about it, but it is indeed what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Or what happens to the Bellagio fountains stays at the Bellagio fountains. Let's have a look at 57. Name the actor. You've seen him in a lot of different things. You've seen him. You know him. He's good looking. He was in The Office. He was in Deadwood. He was in The Girl Next Door. But do you know his name? Is it John C. Reilly, Josh Duhamel, Ryan Reynolds, or Timothy Olyphant? Oliphant. I don't know how people would pronounce it. God, he's handsome. Just check it out. A lot of people get him mixed up with the guy Josh Duhamel, who was in Las Vegas. It's definitely not John C. Reilly, and it's not Ryan Reynolds. Percentage-wise, 10% of people did think it was Ryan Reynolds. Some people thought it was John C. Reilly. As in, like, with the curly hair. John C. Reilly. Nope, not him. It is not Josh Duhamel. It is Timothy himself. Well done, Timothy Olyphant. Question 58. Osaka, Kyrgios, and Djokovic are well-known personalities in which sport? Osaka, Kyrgios, Djokovic. All well-known personalities in what sport? Tennis, golf, or soccer? Tennis, golf, or soccer? If there's an update on the amount of money that was made as well, you just might let me know. I'm pretty sure it'll probably stay at 830. Well done to you guys. But if it just by any fact there was another 20 went in there to make it 850, a nice round number, that'd be kind of cool too. Let's have a look at the answers. Percentage-wise, 90% of you going for tennis. There probably is an Osaka, Kyrgios, and Djokovic playing in soccer somewhere in the world. I mean, it played. I looked earlier on competitively. There was 890 different soccer games within 12-hour period that you could bet on Bet365. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous amount of soccer happening at this very moment of time. But they are tennis players. Question 59. A French monk by which name is said to have invented champagne? Frank Panier, Marc Bollinger, or Dom Perignon? Just gotta check and see if there's still some. There's a little bit. There's still a bit. We're nearly there. We've only got one question to go. We're only about 8 minutes over what I thought we'd be doing. Have a look percentage-wise. You've gone for Dom Perignon. 69% of you getting it right. I think it is indeed Marc Bollinger, Frank Panier. I made those up. Next and final question. Sofia is the capital of which country? Sofia is the capital of which country? Croatia, Sweden, Poland, Bulgaria. Croatia, Sweden, Poland, Bulgaria. And percentage-wise, 90% of you going for Bulgaria. Well done to you guys. You got it right. Bulgaria is the correct answer. Right. Has anything changed? We're about to find out. Let's bring up the scoreboard. Robert McCarthy is in first place. He managed to maintain. Mark Lonergan came out of third and into second. Caroline has fallen further from where she was in her high perch of first place for round 1 and 2, and she is now in 3rd place. She's still doing well for herself. Samantha O'Mahony in 4th, Ciara Davis in 5th, Caramel Cronin is in 6th place. Ex-Barbarella manager Steve Minion is after more or less catapulting himself into the mid 10s and is in 7th place, or noughties I should say. 8th place, Samantha O'Mahony, the other one. You can fight out amongst yourselves who's going to get prize 1 and prize 2. Person number 9 is Gary Power. Peter Turnbull has managed to, he did get himself out of that 16th place spot and got himself into 10th. He's got himself a prize. Donna Horgan, you got herself 11th place. John Creedon, or Creepton as he is being known now, is in 12th place. Dermot Creepton, or Creedon, I don't know if he's a creep or not, is in 13th place. 14th is Elaine Field, well done. And Amy Leahy, you are in 15th. So Robert, Mark, Caroline, Samantha multiplied by 2. Ciara, Caramel, ex-Barbarella manager, Gary, Peter, Donna, John, Dermot, Elaine and Amy, you've all won prizes. Congratulations. So you've got yourself a prize. Let's bring up the stuff. Beat you beat. We've received 100 messages. There we go. Nice big trophy. So well done. Yeah. Thank you very much. That is the end of the quiz. Let's have a look and see what I'm trying to find up the prizes again. So the €50 voucher is going to Mark. Well done. Second lockdown bingo voucher is going to oh my god, where's my tab? Robert is getting the €50 voucher. Mark, you're getting the lockdown bingo voucher, and Caroline, you are getting our 3rd place relaxation sports massage. So you'll be able to like calm yourself down after, not after that epic loss. But still, it's a win. And the rest of you, I named out all the way down to 15th place. Well done. I'm not going to leave it at that. I'm going to call out everyone because you all donated. Teresa, Micro Intellects, Kathleen, Lorraine, Handbags, Aidan, Adrian, Ken, Wesley, Owen, Fiona, Brendan, Chloe, Shauna, Shanine, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and John Norberg. All of you, thank you very much. Dr. Lecca, my favourite person in the world, has said congratulations to all the winners. Thank you for organising wonderful cause. So happy to participate. Outstanding. Wes says, well done to all. Great quiz. Congrats on the money raised. It is 8:30, if not more, at this point. So well done to you guys. Thank you very much. As I said, you're the ones who help give the stuff that needs to be given to the people who give the stuff to the people who need it. So well done. Without you, they'd find it more difficult to do their jobs. So well done. Thank you very much, guys. That is it. If you won a prize, you can collect it from the table, I think itself, on Sunday night or Wednesday night, or you can contact Steve, or you can get in contact with the lads on the Facebook page, and they'll get, they'll hook you up, they'll get you sorted. There's no rush. So that's it from me. I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. If you like what we do, normally there's 2 of us here. I do this to my own tonight because to give a night off to him, he does a lot. We do a quiz every Tuesday night. It's €6 to enter. If you're ever around and you want to join in, you're very welcome to do so. You can just get tickets on bigevent.ie. Bigevent.ie is our site, and you'll find out the other events that we do as well. If you're around tomorrow night and you want to do a quiz again, and James Bond is your bag, there's a free quiz on tomorrow night as well. So starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow on we'll probably put it on this YouTube channel as well. But there is a Bond quiz. Go to livequiz.ie. And you'll find the link to the Bond quiz. It's free. It's on at 8 o'clock. If you like Bond, if you've been watching Bond every time that RT decide put on every one of them for this Bond season that they do yearly, and you want to test your knowledge, it'll be easy enough. You're welcome to come and join us for free tomorrow night and have a go off that. And we do a bingo game every Friday night as well. It's a music bingo where you kind of just listen to music and they're the songs instead of the numbers. It's a lot more fun than standard number bingo. So that's it from us, guys. Thank you very much. Great fun, says JPack75 John. And that's it. I'm going to say goodnight to you now, guys. Thank you very much. Well done to Shola Cutter for all the hard work that they do. I'm hopefully going to see you some night and say hello, and you'll be able to say, oh, thanks very much. And I'll be like, no, thank you. That's it, guys. Good night.